Good morning and welcome to week 13. Oh God, 13. How crazy is that? I've just been sitting up thinking, right, I need to record this. I've had my week 13 weigh in rather than like last week I left it ages to record it. I need to do it like as soon as I've got it done. So how I feel and the way it's gone is a little bit more current, if that makes sense. So I'm not leaving it so long because last week I was really depressed, and then by the time I recorded anything, things had changed. I'm not saying I'd not felt a bit mardy because I evidently had a bit of a rant. However, I was like, right, I need to do it. So I do excuse me. It's the day after weigh day. I am not working well this afternoon. I am busy this weekend. I've got to work Saturday. So I thought, right, I'd better get this recorded because today's clean day. I look like this because I am ready to start cleaning. So just literally, I've not even brushed my hair. I just tied it up on top of my head. I've got myself a coffee. And I just thought, right, while I'm here, I'm just going to record this. And I suppose it didn't really matter the way I look. I'm not, obviously, I'm evidently not some form of supermodel. And I don't think even a bit of makeup had really saved me. So there we are. You're having it raw and exactly how I am. So week 13 weigh-in. Last week I put weight on and I had it like, I'm going to eat loads of speed food. I'm like, I really need to get back on track. I've got to sort this out. However, this week that's just gone, we had visitors over the weekend. Karen and Craig, our friends, came up. And on Saturday, we took them out for Chinese to Saigon's, which is our favourite restaurant, and I ate. However, I did prepare for that I just had, for my breakfast, I had watermelon and honeydew melon. Then I ended up being busy and not really eating all day. I drank plenty of water and things. But then on that day, that is the only thing that I ate. I ate Saigon's. I did have a proper slap up. It was absolutely lovely. However, I did make a bit of a conscious effort to start off for starters, because they wanted starters and main meal. I had the vegetarian chicken wraps and I ate that. And then main meal, I had this sauteed skewers and some boiled rice. And Oliver ordered some God, what they called, chow mein and some chips. And I ate my skewers and a portion of rice. I ate a couple of chips. I didn't eat any chow mein. And when I was full, so I just didn't eat anymore, and I were really conscious. Then they were drinking Saturday night. I didn't have a drink. I kept on Diet Coke and tea and coffee. And then on Sunday, Oliver was hanging because he got tipsy and didn't wake up well late. I was a terrible host. I felt so guilty. And I booked us into Turby Carvery and took them out for a Turby Carvery and paid for it because I felt that awful that would not supply breakfast and all the rest of it. So I did have a Turby Carvery, however, and I ate a Turby Carvery, I ate what I wanted, but then again, I pulled it back all day. I just had that and I didn't really have anything else. And then the days following that, I've made a point of eating more speed food and filling up on that and not really having a great deal of sins. Like, I've been on like salads, veg and proteins, cottage cheese and the corn chicken. So I have tried my best to be as good as gold, but then it's just so hard, isn't it? Do you know, like when stuff happens in life, but then it's not hard all at the same time because there is stuff that you can have. But I said this last time, I feel guilted by social and for other people. I feel guilted into socially eating and drinking. And maybe that's something that I need to look into and address because it didn't really affect others what I eat and stuff. Anyway, the rest of that week were fine. I didn't have any wobbles. I quite enjoy this plan. I do. It suits me down to the ground. I love every morning having fruit, sometimes fruit and yogurt, but to be honest, just fruit, and I can just grab. It's not always just like a chopped up fruit salad. I can just grab an apple and a banana or an apple and an orange or whatever it is I fancy. Or whatever we've got in, to be honest. I eat so much fruit. This household goes through a ridiculous amount. My dinners, I've been prepping and taking to work a salad with cottage cheese. And then for tea, I will have either like a stir fry, just loads of veg or loads of salad. And that suits me down to the ground, if I'm going to be quite frank. I did make one of the days, actually, me and Lily felt like, do you know when you just want comfort food? I ended up making Slimming World chips with Slimming World sausage, and she had beans and I had mushy peas with loads of vinegar. And do you know what? It felt like a cheat. It felt like I cheated, and that's crazy, isn't it? But, well, it isn't, because then kind of meals are not good for you. They're not particularly healthy, but I did it. I altered what I really fancied and made it like it were on plan. So yeah, it went quite well. I've just counted up in my book. There's a new woman that weighs us, and I were a bit nervous about giving her my book because I'm a bit obsessive about things being written in my book properly when you get weighed. So like in there. And the old lady that I absolutely love and adore used to write it in all wrong, and like she put things in the wrong column. So I went through and changed it all and like writ over it to make it correct. And I gave this book to the new woman that's weighed us yesterday, sorry. And I was like, oh God, is she going to write it in right? I don't know. But she has actually, really clearly actually. Them women do such a good job because they are so busy, and it must be quite stressful trying to get that done because they have such a time frame to do it, and it's just, I don't know, they're always really pleasant and really nice. I can't really knock them. I do hate it in groups, do you know, like I've been to ones before, do you know, where they continuously swap the person that's weighing it, but in this group it's actually quite consistent. So I mean, there's been a swap this week, but it's a lady that we've met before, and I didn't feel as nervous getting on the scales. I don't even getting used to it because I do hate it, don't get me wrong. Who don't like getting on scales when you're fat? But I don't know, they're quite nice, and I quite liked them. Oh God, week 13, as it's been a nightmare actually in group. So we as a family, we go, and there's me, Tia, and my mum. We've now took Lily with me, my youngest daughter, so there's 4 of us going to the Slimming World groups. And I'm not gonna lie, we are actually, we are so loud, and we like friendly loud. We're not like horrible loud. We cheer everybody else on and stuff like that. My mum is really loud, and she's quite giddy, and I'm loud, and it's just, I don't know, we're just really loud, and it's obviously something we need to talk about. So this week we went, and the consultant waited outside for us, pulled us up, and cutting a long story short, we're too loud and we need to curb it in. And she said there a woman with an hearing aid that had got a bit upset, and because we were hurting her ears and making her feel sick because we were so loud. And I completely and utterly get it. So I have messaged and said, please apologise for us. But she's basically told us, I don't know, she's told us we need to be quiet. And so we were quiet all that session, and it was just really slumber and really weird, and I feel a bit awkward, and I think my mum's a little bit upset by it as well. And it just didn't feel right. So, and it's not that I disagree with what's been said or anything like that, but it feels like now we've got to be really quiet and really well behaved. And I just think, I'm on this journey for a really long time, and I can find the meetings really boring. And at the minute, it's been something that I kind of almost look forward to going, and it's an event that I don't mind doing in my week. And I just think, with what's been said and the way it's made us feel, as it me and my mum, and obviously Tia and Lily not so much, it just feels really awkward and a bit I don't know, it's just gonna drag it down, and it will just really slumber and just really weird the rest of that meeting. But we were quiet, and I have apologised for, I would never want to upset anybody, so I feel really, I don't know, I like people that are everybody's totally different, but I like people that'll cheer you on and have got a bit of woo in them and a bit of liveliness. If it's not like that, it becomes so serious and boring, and I have to make this weight loss journey not serious and boring because I've got a lot of issues where this is concerned, and if I take it too seriously, it'll become a bit of an issue. So we've come out of the meeting and we went out yesterday, went shopping with mum, and we had like a day off plan. I took her we were supposed to go to a restaurant, but we ended up at Greg's and had like a baguette with some fried chicken and this barbecue sauce and a portion of wedges, a cup of tea, walked round, we went to Doncaster Outlet, walked round, I bought we went to a garden centre in Doncaster as well. I bought some brilliant stuff. I bought some new lunch boxes that are really good, so I can pack up for Lily, particularly this week. She's doing her GCSEs. I bought some makeup, bought some travel palettes. Like, I'm just going to show you one, like this. These cost me 50 pence and they're usually like loads more than that. And they're like, I don't know what they call these, like little things, do you know, like they've got your eyeshadow in and they're magnetic. And I've got the MAC magnetic travel things, and I'm going on holiday. I've told you I'm really nervous about it, but also really excited. And this means I can just take the colours that I want in my little palette, and it's not going to take loads of room in my bag, because in January when we go to Prague, I've only got a travel, like the carry-on, and you're obviously limited with the amount of stuff that you can take that's like liquids and things at the moment. And these have only cost me 50 pence each at this outlet. What's it called? Beauty Outlet at Doncaster. And seriously, so I just bought even colours that I wouldn't usually use. I've like, that one is perfect for me because I will use this for my brows, this for my base for my eyeshadow. These colours I would blend with. I've got absolutely, I would never probably wear those. Who knows though? Do you know, like if I've got them, I might decide to do so. But at this outlet, God, I'm totally going off the subject here. Look, highlighters that are magnetic, like those I'll probably never wear. These are really good colours. These are highlighters. I also bought these interchangeable brushes. So you take like one handle and you can change the tops to these. So I can it just creates less space in your bag really, and I can still take the stuff with me to do makeup. And like this should be £7 and I've got it for £4. This has not got a price on, but it's usually a lot cheaper. I don't know how much I paid for that actually. But I've got another set that I got from TK Maxx that are really good. So then after we'd walked around and done the shopping at Doncaster Outlet, I took her for a coffee and a cake, a little bit to cheer her up and to have a nice day after feeling a little bit crappy after what got said at Fat Club. And say Fat Club at Slimming World, sorry if that's offensive as well. And we had a chat, and I think we're going to have to change weighing groups. So the minute we go for a Thursday morning with a lady called Caroline, who I really like and I'm used to because she doesn't mess about. She's not airy-fairy. She says it how it is. And I've quite enjoyed that group. I don't know if it's like, it's got some older people in, and I've just really liked it. And now I've got to change groups. We're going to stick to Thursday morning at 9, but there's somebody called Lisa at Romosh that we're going to go and use. I messaged Caroline last night. I've not told her that we're swapping groups, but I have like planted it in there that we do apologise. Please say that we're sorry to the lady that we've upset, if there's a lady that we've upset or whatever. And like, thank you very much for all the support that she's given me up to now and things like that, because it has, do you know, like I don't know, I just feel like ready, and I'm like enjoying myself. And don't get me wrong, I've had crappy weeks, but like I'm enjoying what I'm doing and I like the way it's going. Now we're changing groups. I was a bit sad last night, like quite a bit sadder than what I thought I would be. I don't know, because I've started here, I wanted to carry on all my journey here, and maybe I'm a creature of habit more than what I thought, but I quite enjoyed what I was doing, and because I'd started here, I wanted to finish here, and you know, like with the people that I'd done it with, and the group seems quite consistent with the same people. And don't get me wrong, some people have come and then dropped off, but I don't know, I just wanted to carry on here, and now I've got to change last night, or a bit sad anyway. So week 13 will be my last weighing with Caroline, and I don't know, I'm a little bit down about that. I probably will message her later on down the line and thank her for like all she's done for me. But I'm a bit stuck between a rock and a hard place with this decision. I didn't really want to take my mum there and I feel uncomfortable. And I don't mind swapping groups. It is what it is, and it's part of life. It's just what happens. But I don't know. I'm just not over it yet, I suppose. Anyway, so week 13, I'm like a proper procrastinating, aren't I? I've told you where I've been shopping and what I've been doing. Mavis, my new puppy, is doing fine. I love her. She's growing loads. This week's been hard work with her. She's stopped going on the puppy pad. Then my other dogs have copied. They've all peed and pooed around my house. And I'm literally cleaning and fanning around with that all the time. That is doing my head in. That's like in other news. So week 13 has come and I have lost weight. So last week I put on weight. I put on 1.5 pounds. This week I lost 2.5 pounds. So week 13 is not being unlucky because I've actually lost weight. The downside is I've only lost 2.5 pounds, probably because I went out and had a Chinese and a Turby carvery, so I'm not moaning about it. But as I said last time, I feel like I'm like making up for lost time from putting weight on. So far, like on an average in 2 weeks now, I've actually only lost a pound because I put 1.5 pounds on last week. But then again, I suppose in June, all I've lost so far in 2 weeks is a pound. So we're going to say, I could average it out over a month, but I've not had my month's weigh-ins, have I? So I'm not going to do that. A pound lost so far this month, so I'm lighter this month I'm positive. I'm not going to knock it. It's better than being heavier. But I do feel a bit like I need to sort myself out. Hence, after the wobble yesterday, my mum's been cheating a bit as well. And she put on weight. I think she put 1 pound on or 0.5 pound on. I can't remember. So I thought if we all go out, we'll all have like a kind of blowout day, and then we'll start afresh, everybody today, and hopefully everybody will be in the mood. Tia lost 2.5 pound and a 2 pound. Oh God, I can't remember. I'm rubbish for remembering numbers because everything else that went on. She's into a new front number and is now heading towards her club 10, which she's really excited about. And you are not going to believe this. My little Lily lost 5 pound, which she was glowing with. She was so happy. I do think it spurred her on. I've packed her up this morning for her GCSEs. I've done her a pasta salad, a fruit salad, a tub of blueberries, a Muller Light yogurt, and 2 cereal bars that she can have for her healthy bee. And then I did her iced coffee. It seems to be the thing with kids nowadays, just because I thought it'd keep her going, and she's had a drink this morning. So after this week, week 13's weigh-ins, there's been another lot of changes. We're going to a new group. I've found that now. I feel organised with it. Let me look at my book. I now weigh in at 21 stone, 7.5. My total loss so far is 3 stone 8. I don't know what that is just in pounds. Obviously, you can times it by 14 and add 8. Shall I do it? I can't be arsed. Oh, you're going to see my bad maths now. So 14 is 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 42, 49 or 50 pounds, that isn't it, lost so far? Oh, I don't know. Oh my God. It's too early in the morning, obviously, for me. So yeah, that's not bad, is it? Like for 13 weeks, I think I'm doing okay. My face does feel, I'm not saying I'm thin at all, so don't take this, but looking there, like my face is, do you know, like these fat pockets here were like that. That's what it looked like. So these seem to be going down. I've actually got a face now instead of like this. Seems to have just got fat. Do you know when I've been older, like my fat there is just horrendous. And I know it's because I'm so fat, but that were really, really doing my head in. Obviously the double chin's still there. Look at that. That's disgusting, isn't it? I can literally wobble like blah, 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 blah. And I could do with that reducing. And these bits, look at that. Is that because I'm older or because I'm fat? I can't work it out. I mean, I always have dimples no matter what I wear. And these smile lines are always huge. Hopefully they'll reduce a bit because I've always got like chubby cheeks up there. But overall, if I stand well, if I sit quite fat and don't like this or like this, I mean, obviously we could all look up and just get rid of double chin, but that's where my chin's up to now. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I've got about 16 chins. My boobs are getting a little bit smaller. I do think I started off at a size 24. I'm gonna say a size 24, but even a 24, some of them didn't fit greatly. So I were like obviously really fat. I think I was edging into a size 26, but I did wear a size 24 because my stuff were baggy anyway, so I got away with it. Now I would say I am definitely into a 22, but I am edging into a size 20. I don't think everything, like some of the trousers that I'm wearing are a size 20. They're not baggy. Like I've got a pair of black trousers, and there's ones where they are a pair of black trousers, but they've like got a stretch in them. To be fair, that's my entire wardrobe and my clothes and stuff from what I've had before. So these are nothing new. These are just stuff that I've had and I've grown, well, I've fatted out of. A couple of my tops are starting, do you know, like the off the shoulder ones? They're starting to be a bit gappy. I've got a dress that comes across like this and like it's getting gappy here and it's like gappy, you know, at these sides. So this jumper's from Shein, so I'm not going to say it's the best jumper anyway. But when I bought it, do you know, because after I was filling it in at the top end, it were a lot shorter and tighter probably, do you know, like there were less room, do you know, there. This is a 4X, so it is a 24, so it's not lower in size at all. Well, I think it is anyway, I can't remember. However, I've got so many different size clothes where I've got fatter and I've refused to throw them because it's almost some form of delusion and pretending that it's not happening. But my clothes are starting to get a little bit looser, and I'm not saying I can majorly see it, and I'm not happy with where I am now at all, but I'm starting to see movement, which is positive. So 3 stone 8 down anyway, week 13. I am going to get on with my cleaning now. I'll probably upload this to get it off my phone because I don't like it sat on my phone. Personal achievement award. I am now heading, my goal at the moment is to get out of the 21s into the 20s. My overall goal is to get out the 20s. If you've watched my previous uploads, you will know that. But at the moment, I try and break it up. So I do stone brackets at a time. Now I'm 21.7.5. Yeah. I thought I'd missed something then. Sorry. I was thinking while I was talking, what a weirdo, I'd proper zoned out. So now I am 21 stone 7.5. My next goal is to get into the 20s. So I've got to lose £8. So I am going to £8. I'm hoping to get that. That could take me 4 weeks actually, because I'm not actually losing that fast. So there's a lot of weeks now where I'm losing £1, £1.50. I mean, I've put £1.50 on, to be fair, so that's put me behind a week. So I am going to try, hopefully within 4 weeks, get into that 20s, and then I've got to aim for the 19s, which will thrill my soul. I need to get more active actually, because that's gone down pan a little bit. Just we've been busy and we're puppy and just life in general. And that's where I'm at. So hopefully this week, I'd like to lose £2. If I could do it at £2 a week, that's 4 weeks. If I lose a bit more, I'll be overjoyed. To be fair, I'm just plodding on. I hate setting myself things like that. I like setting myself a goal that I want to get out of the 21s. I don't like setting myself this week I want to lose £2 this week, because I just get upset because I get defeated when I don't lose it. So I'm not really going to do that, but I am going to try a little bit harder. There is no cheats now until Lily's prom. I'm going to try not to have like no cheats where I can fit, well, when I can try not to fit it in. Actually, I've got no chance because we've got Van Love Fest, Lily's last exam, so I'm not going to lie, that's actually not going to work. But I'm just going to try and be a bit better, if I'm going to be quite honest. So here's to week 14. Wish me luck.